My fiery protest is simply the cry of my very soul. In my view, you cannot claim to have seen something until you have photographed it. In love, as in speculation, there is much filth. In love also, people think only of their own gratification. Yet without love, there would be no life, and the world would come to an end. Since the same human mire remains beneath, does not all civilization reduce itself to the superiority of smelling nice and living well? If I cannot overwhelm with my quality, I will overwhelm with my quantity. It is not necessary that one should humble oneself to deserve assistance, it is sufficient that one should suffer. Inability, human incapacity, is the only boundary to an art. Blow the candle out, I don't need to see what my thoughts look like. When a peasant begins to feel the need for instruction, he usually becomes fiercely calculating. A ruined man fell from her hands like a ripe fruit, to lie rotting on the ground. If people can just love each other a little bit, they can be so happy. Sin became a luxury, a flower set in her hair, a diamond fastened on her brow. The sole instrument of life was heredity, which made the world. So that if one could only understand it, master it and make it do one's bidding, one could remake the world at will. Why then should money be blamed for all the dirt and crimes it causes? For is love less filthy? Love which creates life. Yes. Live life with every fiber of one's being. Surrender oneself to it, with no thoughts of rebellion, without deluding oneself that one can improve it and render it painless. All that was really there was still more misery. Oh yes, as much of that as you like. Lovers are made by a kiss. One forges one's style on the terrible anvil of daily deadlines. The sole instrument of life was heredity, which made the world. So that if one could only understand it, master it and make it do one's bidding, one could remake the world at will. One forges one's style on the terrible anvil of daily deadlines. Oh, the fools. Like a lot of good little schoolboys, scared to death of anything they've been taught is wrong. An entire lifetime would not be long enough for you to exhaust the glance of the young harvest girl. I am little concerned with beauty or perfection. I don't care for the great centuries. All I care about is life, struggle, intensity. I am at ease in my generation. Don't go looking at me like that, because you'll wear your eyes out. When you have a sorrow that is too great, it leaves no room for any other. Civilization will not attain to its perfection until the last stone from the last church falls on the last priest. There are two men inside the artist, the poet and the craftsman. One is born a poet. One becomes a craftsman. If you shut up truth and bury it underground, it will but grow. The fate of animals is of greater importance to me than the fear of appearing ridiculous. It is indissolubly connected with the fate of men. Truth is on the march. Nothing can stop it now. Everything is only a dream. The artist is nothing without the gift, but the gift is nothing without work. I'd rather die of passion than of boredom. Did not one spend the first half of one's days in dreams of happiness, and the second half in regrets and terrors? Classical education has deformed everything and has imposed upon us as geniuses men of correct, facile talent, who follow the beaten track. If you ask me what I came to do in this world, an artist, I will answer you. I am here to live out loud. A God of kindness would be charitable to all. Your God of wrath and punishment is but a monstrous fantasy.